Hello everyone, welcome back to Evil Genius. This is a series that I wasn't 100% sure I'd be able to get back to today, as I woke up... I almost said this morning. As I woke up today, at 5 p.m., I realized I am not feeling 100%, so I was not sure if I would be able to do my job here, and try to entertain you. Hopefully I entertain you, and make you enjoy. Do I not have... Ooh, I wonder if they blew it up. I can't find my motion detector I had out here. Oh, it doesn't matter. Also interestingly, doing the show in general has been a very eye-opening experience for me in terms of aspects of my life and aspects of what I do that are completely unexpected. And by that, I mean the fact that between episodes, not only did I watch the last episode to make sure I remembered where I'm at and everything, but I also watched a little bit of where I was at episode 40 back when I did this series originally, and my volume is really loud. Hold on a second, let me trim my volume a little bit. That way I'm not blowing out anyone's ears. Although, after all the processing, you probably won't even notice, but whatever. That should be better. So I went into my old series and saw that in my clean run of Evil Genius, at around episode 40, I was in the exact same place, which I found a little odd because we're cheating like crazy here. Why should I be at the same place? And it turns out that in the original series, first of all, I did a lot of time skipping, so I took out all the grinding and everything that I have not had to do here due to the fact that I'm cheating, which reminds me I need to enter my code. But, so the time is basically the same, because whether I'm cutting out grinding or whether I'm just using the cheat to get to the grinding, it's the same thing. It's the same amount of real time. And that's, I think, why I'm about at the same place I was. But more interestingly than that to me is the fact that No, you do not. It's more interesting... What's more interesting to me is the fact that I have the same questions I had at the same time. For example, in episode 40 of my clean run, I wound up asking multiple times why I could not take down Katerina Frostinova, why her mission wasn't coming up, and I was surprised that there were more story missions I had to do that I hadn't done yet, and that shocked me. I mean, what shocked me is the fact that I couldn't remember the exact same questions that I was asking from back then. It's fascinating to me that when you record something like this and then you don't think about it for years, and then you go back and watch it and you realize your brain still fires the exact same way. It's just kind of fascinating, isn't it? It's fascinating to me, at least. So, luckily, I looked ahead, and my old series only lasted about 47 episodes, I believe, so we might get done in today's session, which would be kind of cool, although I still have to get to work. And I thought my voice would be all screwed up, and would not be able to be... that I wouldn't be able to record and do my voices and do everything I needed to do very easily, but here we are. I'm actually feeling kind of okay. I'm reminded of when I was in school many, many years ago, because I'm an old man now, but when I was in school, there would be days where I'd be sick, and my mom was, I don't know, well, some people would probably say she was too soft on me. Whatever. No opinion here. My life is my life. But, like, if I was feeling sick, she would more than happily let me stay off school that day, no matter how bad it was or how not bad it was. And as I've gotten older, I've managed to push through my illnesses a lot, but when I was in school, I didn't. And there would be times when I would feel legitimately guilty where I would ask for the day off, and then after, say, about 3 or 4 hours passed, I would feel a lot better. And I think today was one of those days where I woke up, again, at 5 p.m., and I felt awful. I wasn't even sure I'd be able to record today. But I haven't even had breakfast or dinner, whatever. I haven't even eaten yet today, but just getting up, sitting at my computer, going through the motion of answering emails and reading the news and all of that stuff and seeing what I needed to see, like, I feel better now. I think my voice is still a little off. I can sort of hear it myself. If my voice sounds normal, then my ears are stuffed up. But either way, I feel good enough that I can record. So, you know, here I am. And 6 minutes later, I'm finally getting into shit, because apparently I do very long intros, and I half apologize for that. So at the beginning, what you saw was I got rid of all those bee traps, because not only do they consume my power, oddly enough, but they weren't really helping. Now this one helps. And I always forget to... It's a very easy target for the forces of good, so I keep having to replace the motion detector, but this trap tends to get some work done. I don't know why my other traps weren't working, but it's not really a big deal. So, we have camera coverage, and we have enough people that everything is fine. Ooh, I have traps here. Okay, trigger it. Why didn't she trigger it? That's really weird. Alright, I'm going to try something else. I actually had a brainstorm about this the other day, and I wanted to experiment with this. I don't know if I've done this... I don't know if I've ever done this in any game, any session of Evil Genius, but I thought about using laser... whatever's barriers? Trip beams. Laser trip beams. Instead of doors in certain spots. So, for example, in this case, we're going to make it so anyone who crosses this is going to trip my confusion traps. And maybe that will fix this nonsense that just happened. A person who just got in. I don't know where she is, but she's probably long since dead. Yep, there she probably is. I'm glad I set the cameras up over there. And glad I saw her coming. Because I do not need people to blow my stuff up. She got out of this, too. Oh, this was never even hooked up? What the hell is wrong with me, man? Didn't hook up half my traps. Alright, well, anyway. So, because I know that we are close to the end of the game, I want to kind of keep this thing going. I still want to try to 100% everything, so this might be longer than just my last session, but still... At the end of the last episode, we were still gathering those rocket materials, and we had to stop due to heat. I don't know why my Patriot heat just jumped up, because it was at 0 when I just looked at it 5 seconds ago. So someone must have died or something, but that's fine. My lowest heat appears to be green, which is at 0. So where is the green? There it is. 5 guards, 4 mercs, 2 scientists. 4 mercs, 5 guards, and quantum physicists. Yeah. My eggheads. There we go. Let's make it 3 so I can have the thing there. And then someone did point out, and I knew this, but someone pointed out that when you have social minions, they cut your heat. I'm going to add 5 to this mission just to slow things down a little bit, because I know that this mission is going to upset a lot of people, so I need to make sure, I need to try to make sure that we minimize the damage here. I mean, so far it seems like we're doing okay, as far as keeping people contained. I keep my eye on that guy. We don't have any soldiers running around it. Wait. Nope, those are agents. Sweet, okay. Yeah, we're doing okay. I'm just gonna keep my eye on this inspector here. We'll just have smash soldiers here eventually. So, oh yeah, so this is where I was going to set up all the laser barriers and try to keep people on this entrance held. But I don't think it's gonna work. We have too much foot traffic in this side of the base. That is the one downside with having this many minions, that they keep having to disable traps because of all the foot traffic that's going on. Everyone's always running around and getting things. So... oh, someone's very, very deep. Who's deep over here? Oh, you gotta go, buddy. Alright. I would totally fall for that if it was a Chrissy Teigen cutout. For sure. I wish there was a visual indicator to tell me that they were walking through a... oh, the monkey trip, that one. Interesting. I wish there was a visual indicator to tell me when someone was walking through my motion detector. There's a little blinky light on the motion detector, but I don't think that actually means anything. I think that's just some sort of idle animation. Conversely, if someone is tagged and they're in camera range, like this guy, you can't see it through the foliage very well, but his feet are... I am recording in the wrong resolution. Boy, I hope this doesn't look weird when it comes out. I just realized I'm recording in the wrong resolution, and I'll take care of that after this episode. Anyway, it's hard to see through the foliage. Oh, now you can see it really well. You see that little green pulse under his feet. That means he's tagged and within camera range. I wish there was a similar system for being, whether you're tagged or not, just walking through a motion detector's range. That would be very helpful for me to know what I needed to do and not do, where I needed to place them. So far we're doing okay. The nothingness room is empty, which is kind of a surprise, but we have loads of good people in the base, and those good people need to go. Like this person. And we have a small group. Oh, it's those agents again. But see, here, we have the laser field, but it's disabled every time any one of my minions walk through it, like that. So if there's a lot of foot traffic, those laser fields aren't going to really matter. But I would love to experiment with that in a clean run. So I love this game. I think the next time once I finish this, I'll probably reverse the mods and play it on my own again and see what I can do with using laser barriers everywhere for traps rather than relying on doors. Especially with this much foot traffic, the doors are open all the time. So people are just wandering around in the base all the time. Hey, Moko, you wanna... Thanks, buddy. There you go. We're doing pretty well, as you can see, with our lack of bodies in the freezer. It's kind of good to see a lot of space in the freezer. It means that we're not being overwhelmed by people. Something's going on over here. Someone's unhappy with something. Oh, those are just tourists, okay. Alright, so we're doing alright. Everything seems to be fine. We're doing okay. I just need to wait until my minions get to where they are going. Ah, helicopter is taking off or landing? Coming or going, buddy? Seem to be landing, okay. Hopefully that's their ride. And we should be able to be in much better shape. Oh. Oh, those are inspectors. Inspectors have arrived. Well, where the hell are my people? Oh, there they are. Okay, cool. They just arrived. And I don't have 4 mercs. What? Oh, God, I brought marksmen instead of mercs. Son of a... That's gonna be added heat and added time. Oh, it's one of those days, man. Maybe I'm feeling a little worse than I think I am. I've noticed when I get really tired or stressed out, I tend to have the same symptoms. I get headaches in a very specific part of my head, and I get eye twitches, usually in my left eye, and the announcement, I think I mentioned it here in this series, that I wasn't sure if I would announce or would have anything to announce, but I mean, I can just say it now. It's not a huge deal, but I got my job back with IGN Entertainment, and when I do my job, and it doesn't matter what job we're talking about, whether it's IGN or Walmart when I was still employed by them, I throw myself as much as I can into my work, and I do that to a dangerous level. So in the past week, I have managed to write a good 20 to 40,000 words of information about seven expansion packs of The Sims 4, which, I don't know. I'm sure that sounds easy, maybe, but doing 7 expansion packs worth of content and writing in 6 days has completely destroyed me. And a couple days ago, I put in a 16-hour shift because I was on momentum and I didn't want to stop. But now, the downside to that is I feel like garbage, and I'm going to have to take a day off. But for me, taking a day off of IGN means putting a day forward for the channel, so I'm really still working. But luckily, this is a lot less aggravating than trying to write, because here I'm just in front of a microphone, and my style of doing Let's Plays is verbal vomit. So hopefully all of you enjoy me vomiting all in your ears. I probably could have worded that better, but I'm going to stick with that, because I'm an evil genius, and that is what I do. I vomit in people's ears. Speaking of vomit in ears, where is John Steele? He hasn't popped up in a few episodes worth. And I have a bunch of nukes that I want to use on him, because I'm tired of his sass. I cannot find him, though. We've been free of the super agents. Maybe it's because I've been managing our heat really well. I don't know the correlation between your heat level and your level of dealing with the super agents, but I assume there is some sort of correlation. Just like having high heat also summons soldiers. That is a lot of heat. Okay, everybody's gonna arm up right now. How do I get out of the screen? I forgot. Okay, arm up. This is gonna be bad. Go. I don't know how many more we need. I don't think we need that many more. And the game automatically stops you, stops these missions when you're done, luckily. Watch, my heat's gonna jump up.
Good evening.
Yeah, those diplomats didn't really matter. All the diplomats are doing... Shut up. All the diplomats are doing... Well, maybe that did kind of help the initial hit. But, like, we're still gonna max out our heat here. Yeah, we're gonna keep maxing out our heat here, so it doesn't matter. The diplomats are just going to let me keep doing the mission for a while. The quantum physicists are already gone. I guess the right strategy, when you're playing legit, is to do the mission like twice and then stop and wait a while, and then do the mission twice and then stop and then wait a while. Like, that way you can manage your heat really well, I would assume. I don't usually micromanage that much, but this game sort of wants you to micromanage, which is cool. I don't mind it. I micromanage other things. Like when I play Football Manager, I tend to micromanage, so it is what it is. But we're... Oh, someone also said if you... Okay, cool, that does work. Someone left a comment, and again, I apologize because I keep forgetting. If you do a second left click on the alert, it mutes the klaxon. That's really interesting. I like it. Someone mentioned that because they said that the klaxon is really annoying, and I totally get that. I concede that it can be annoying for people. I like the klaxon, so I tend to just leave it on, even though... plus, that way, like, I'm not paying attention right now to much of anything, so I like hearing it to remind myself what's going on. But yeah, so it's not even a modded thing. You just left-click your klaxon again and it mutes the sound. Very cool. Good to know for later. And it's actually driving me nuts I can't hear it, so... There we go, I'm gonna flip it back on. Yeah. And plus, the way I balance the volume for doing these Let's Plays, I assume you guys can't really hear it much anyway. But I want everybody armed up because we are going to have a lot of Smash agents running around. and I want to make sure that we are not getting the crap kicked out of us as a result. We can make the next stage of our rocket. I think it takes 5 boxes, maybe 10, to make a rocket part, so just waiting on a few more boxes and we'll be able to finish here and then move on. But that will do it for today's episode, so tomorrow we will finish our rocket, probably, and engage in Smash's stupid jerk-face soldiers and possibly John frickin' Steele. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for another episode.